quickly. I will move to my starting point, and that was the converging and diverging lenses. Hopefully, this would be done today. Inshallah, inshallah. I will try my best and best. Okay, I could manage that all. There are a lot of slides from this, but all these slides are having different areas. So here we go. Oh my God, itne questions हैं. Yes, till 112, I have given you the task, right? This was basically that setup. Now here we are going to discuss about the thin converging lenses and diverging. Actually, thin means when you will grow up, you will think that, you will see that when we prepare a lens, we have two techniques. One, okay, next slide पे होगा, मैं उसी पर से दिखा देता हूँ. Yeah, these are two lenses, and actually this one is the plano-convex lens. I mean to say, in your simple words, we call it converging lens, but one side is plane, the second one is convex, right? And this one, which is called bioconvex lens, yani it is the merge of, or it is the blend of two plano-convex lens side by side. So if they have no space in between, then that is a thin lens. But if we have a space in between, like there is one lens here, okay, and one lens here, and in between there is a glass slab. मतलब सादा से लफ्ज़ों में आपको बता रहा हूँ कि this is a lens, this is a lens, plano convex lens, and in between you have another, you have merged a glass slab. So this is a thick lens. So yani, this is what the difference between thick and thin lens. So we have these lenses to be discussed. And in converging lenses, lens is basically a sort of material which perform the application of refraction, right? There are so many areas where we use it: human eyes, cameras, telescopes, microscope, so many, right? uh, the lenses are either made up of glass, transparent glass, or clear plastic, which I told you that was the perspex. Why? Because the crystal glass lenses, they are quite vulnerable to the damage. That's why. So there are two type of lenses: one, the converging lens, and the second one is diverging lens. So one by one I will discuss the characteristics of all of them, image formation in all of them, and so on. So converging lenses, those lenses which has the yani identification mark, they have thick, they are thick from middle and thin from the edges. They are actually converging lenses. And diverging lens has the identification mark that thin from the center and thick from the edges. So you have to consider these. How do they work? Actually, when we are going to consider the lens, we have to now the basic principle that lens bends the light ray from when it reaches to its surface, as the thickness of the lens is variable. Did you see? It has a variable thickness. Similarly, it has a variable thickness. Due to that, what will happen? It will bend the light to different extents. It will bend the light at different levels. And when it will bend the light at different levels, the lights will be either diverged or they would be converged. So here is that splitted diagram. That area in which the light is falling at perpendicular to the surface or parallel to the normal, there will be no bending at all. It will pass directly. Then the lens, a part of that lens which is behaving just like a mirror, I mean, which is the mirror structure, it will bend the light more. So as you decrease the mirror, yani difference of thickness, this is the difference of thickness is more. As you are decreasing the difference of thickness, the bending decreases. So in this way, basically, the light is bent at different levels from different parts of the lens. So we can say that all the areas have different refractive indices to bend the light at different levels. So in the same way, the converging lens is split it into two parts, I mean three parts. One, when no bending, here the bending is less, here the bending is more, and so on. So overall, we do not see this the fractional behavior of the lens. We see the integral behavior of the lens, yani overall behavior of the lens. So that is why here are some terms which are required. And one more thing, sorry, this is the converging lens. If I ask you that which lens would be converging, so you have to write the lens in which or through which the light converges at a single point. The light are the parallel light rays converge at a single point after passing through converging lens. After passing through a converging lens. Is this clear to you? And they are focused at a single point. And that point where they are going to be focused, that is called the principal focus or focal point. Principal focus or focal point. Got it? So moving onward, here this is asked to you that what is focal length. So before reaching to the focal length, I have to explain you some of the points which are mandatory. The principal axis, the optical center, the principal focus. So if you are known to these all, then you will come to know about the focal length. Principal axis is that main line which passes through the geometrical center of the lens, and it is perpendicular to the lens plane of the lens. I will draw it. Optical center is the geometrical center or midway of the lens, and principal focus is that point at which all the light is converged after being passed. Yani parallel light rays, they focus on a single point, and then yeah, here is that. This is your principal axis. What is that? This is your principal axis. This axis is called your principal axis. Did you see? It is perpendicular to the plane of the lens, and it is passing through the center of the lens. This is principal axis. Optical center is the geometrical center of the lens. Did you see? It is geometrical center of the lens. And here, this is your principal focus. This is what? This is your principal focus. So principal focus is that point where all the light rays, after passing through the lens, they are converged at a single point. Yeah, here the parallel light rays are there. The light rays are parallel to principal focus. And here, although the light rays are parallel, but they are not parallel to the principal axis. But whatever that is, the distance between the lens and the principal focus, yani perpendicular distance, you can say, that is called your focal length. This is called your focal length. I will go back to the terms. So focal length, you have to actually recall this. Focal length is small f, and it is the distance between the optical center and principal focus. Will you be able to recall that? Is it easy? Iza, Mariam,
Yes, sir.
Zainab,
Yes.
Khadija? Okay. So then there is one more term which I refer to. I prefer to recall. That is focal plane. Actually, all the times it is not mandatory that light is falling or light is converged at the principal focus. It can be converged above and below the principal. Sorry, principal axis. This is the principal axis, no? that is passing through the optical center, and it is perpendicular to the lens. So here it must make a angle perpendicular. So if you see the simple technique, that is this is the point exactly above the principal axis, but this is principal focus, the point where all light is focused. So this is called focal plane. What do we call it? This is called focal plane, right? The line, simply. But you are not asked about that so frequently. Focal length पूछा जाता है आपसे. You have to keep that point in your mind. Now you have to draw a ray diagram. What to do? You have to draw a ray diagram. Any question? Yes, Mariam?
Sir, how do you determine the focal plane again?
Focal plane is nothing, just a line which is passing through the principal focus, and it is passing through the principal axis. That's it.
So, like,
देखो,
it's.
the focal, if you incident the light from this side, what will happen? The focal point will be shifted down. If you throw the light parallel, focal point will be here. So focal point can be varied, but focal plane will remain same. This thing.
Is it the other name for principal focus or like. But it's
No,
not.
no, 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 no. Principal focus is a point where focal focal plane is a line. So principal focus is a point, is a single point. And plane is just like, x axis and y axis and z axis. So this is your x plane, this is your y plane. That's it. This is your z plane. So plane is, sorry, plane is a line at which light can be converged. At
If
which,
you draw it exactly exactly in the middle of the lens, is it focal
no, no, no.
point?
If it is
Fo-
exactly in the middle of the lens, this one, right? Then it will be exactly on principal axis. But it can be anywhere above, below, or on the principal axis. But the distance between the center of the lens and this line will remain same, which is your focal length. But you people are not supposed to get into that detail in your exam. तो मैंने आप लोगों को ये कहा कि आपके सिलेबस में फोकल लेंथ क्या है. फोकल लेंथ इज जस्ट द डिस्टेंस बिटवीन ऑप्टिकल सेंटर एंड प्रिंसिपल फोकस. दैट्स इट.
Sir, uh, focal
Yes,
length,
beta.
focal point will always lie on focal plane.
Yes, focal point will always lie on focal plane, right? And focal
Okay.
plane is just a line which is passing through principal axis perpendicularly, right?
Okay.
And
Okay.
it has all the points where the light can be converged by this lens. ठीक है?
Thank you. Got it.
आप लाइट को ऊपर नीचे मूव करवाओगे ना, तो क्या होगा? Principal focus would be moved up and down, but it would not be shifted left and right. ये बात याद रखनी है.
Okay. Got it.
Okay,
Got
here we
it,
go.
sir.
गुड. आगे चले. आपने ही इज़ा आपने हाथ खड़ा किया था.
Yes, sir. It's time. Now it's clear.
Okay, good. Now I will continue this ray diagram. ठीक है. This is just the operatives which is just shown to you just for this. Um that is what the operators, I mean, lens holder, converging lens, filament lamp, and a screen where we are getting the image. So this is a source of light. This is the converging lens holder and lens itself. and this is a screen, right? So this is what we will have to just draw it, the ray diagram for a thin converging. It's very, very important, very important, right? So please focus all on that and try to understand the concept, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, देखो, there are three rays which are used to draw the image, or which are used to form a image on any of the lenses. ठीक है? Ray 1, ray 2, and ray 3. These are three rays, right? Ray 1 is that which is parallel before the lens, and it, when it reaches to the lens, it bends and it passes through principal focus. It is mandatory that this is passing through principal focus. It is passing through principal focus. Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
Ray number one. Ray number two, which is falling on optical center, it will never bend and it will pass undeviated. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Third
So we
ray.
need to know which ray is like going straight and which not, and we
Sorry.
need to
Can
know
you
the
ask me?
shapes of like a particular, like each and every ray, right? Like,
Yes. At least two rays are mandatory. At least. But three, I told you, sometimes three are used. Some most of the times, either one or two, or two or three is used. Rarely 1 and 3 is used. Yani, dekho, I'm going to give you the concept again. One is this, which is parallel and passing through principal focus afterwards. Two, which is passing through optical center. Three, which is passing through principal focus, and afterwards it becomes parallel. So you have to use at least two. You have to use at least two, but three can also be used, no issue at all. But examiner usually combine these two or these two. But I have seen some of the questions in which these two are also combined, right? So that's why I will suggest you all to go through all these 3 days. Okay, अब देखो situation क्या है? The situation is, I will redraw this diagram for you. I will try my best to overlay all these image and objects for me. This is the object. This is the tail of the object, which is placed on principal axis, and this is head of the object, which is considered to be the light source. So from here, you have to draw 3 rays. First ray, which will pass through the optical center, will move or will be drawn without any bending this way, right? Although this is ray number two, but you can draw it first. Yani in drawing, you can use it as ray one. Now there will be another ray which would be uh, coming out of the head of object, and that ray will be considered as that it is parallel. पहले आप क्या करोगे? You will draw it parallel to the principal axis till lens तक जाना है. Although it is small lens, but you have to consider this ray. It must pass through the lens parallel, and then it will pass through principal. देखो, I'm not going to move it anywhere but from focal length. Sorry, principal focus. Right? Is it? Are you getting
Yes.
it? Ray number two is this.
yes, sir.
You have to use your uh, ruler. Ray number three is that which is passing through principal focus first and then it becomes parallel. अब देखो wherever these rays are intersecting, here you will have the head of image. Head, head. It is head because light source was head, so you will get the head at the point of intersection and tail is again at the at your principal axis. So this type of image is formed once in one of the condition. I will tell you about the properties of the image afterwards, but here is one. For example, if you have a parallel beam of light ray which is just diverging, यानी देखो अब Khadija and Mariam, as I told you that when the rays will be deflected in such a way that they are going to bend below the principal axis, ये देखो तो principal focus आपका कहाँ पे shift हो गया, इधर इधर at this point,
Yeah.
but the plane remains same na. So this is basically either draw 2 either 3, it does not matter. But the problem is here this ray and this ray 2 and ray 3 are used. So the image properties I will draw here. Yeah, one by one हम लोग करेंगे, one by one. But they were general properties. देखो, this is converging lens. This is a general wave, general image formation. No properties are mentioned. इसमें हमने कुछ properties mention की हुई हैं. I will talk about those properties. We get two type of images from the converging lens. Two type of images from the converging lens. Here I will just add one page rather, and I will write the name of those two waves. Sorry, waves नहीं. क्या बोला मैंने? Images. Come on. Yes. The image formation, properties of image, properties of image formed by lens. Whatever that is, lens ho, kuch bhi ho, but there would be some image formations, and those image formations are, you will have either real image or virtual image. दो ही हो सकती हैं, ठीक है? Either you have real image or you have virtual image, right? This cannot be and. This will always be or. Either image will be real or image will be virtual. What is real image? Real image is that image which can be projected on the screen, right? Real image is asked to you that can be projected at screen. Projected at screen, right? Or formed due to intersection of actual light rays, or it is formed due to intersection of actual light rays. One thing, yani two, and third identification of them is that is opposite, that is at opposite side of lens as object, opposite side of object from lens. But so these are three properties which are observed or which can be observed for your real image. Will you just consider my words के real image आपके पास क्या होती है?
Yes, sir. But sir, can you explain the last point? I did not get that thing.
It is that point. Object is on left side, image is on right side. Both are opposite sides of the mirror. Sorry, lens.
Oh, okay, got it.
So it's basically just the object, but you're seeing it through another medium.
Yes. No, not in the other medium. On the other side of the lens. It is lens. It is not mirror. In the mirror, if you were getting the image on the other side, you were calling it as virtual. Did you remember? There is a difference in the mirror and lens. In mirror, light reflects, but in lens, light passes through. Okay.
Well, got
When
it, I think.
when light passes through, the first point is projected on screen. Second point was difficult for you because I told you that it is due to intersection of real light rays. Light rays are actually converged here. They are coming and they are actually converging here. So that is due to intersection of actual light rays. That is the concept of your virtual image. Sorry, real image. And for the virtual image is not projected on the screen. Simply, okay, not projected at screen. One thing, you are asked to write all these. Secondly, it is formed by drawing some imaginary lines. You are going to draw some lines. I will show you at how that is drawn. That is found by the drawing of some imaginary lines. And third aspect of that, it always be or it will be always at same direction or same side as that of object from lens. Yani both will be on same side of the lens. I will show you one of them. Where? This one. No, not that one. Sorry. This one. Did you see? The object and image both are on the same side. Okay, ji? Is it clear to all? And you have drawn
Yep.
this. देखो मेरी बात सुनो. There are no actual light rays coming to this position. Are they? Is there any light ray which is coming to that position actually? नहीं ना आ सकती light, because light is generated from this object and reaching to the observer eye. But the observer would imagine the object's head is here. That's why I told you that they are drawn by imaginary lines. Okay? Going back to the topic. जल्दी जल्दी से ये दो तीन चीजें आप लोगों को वाइंड अप करनी है, so that you people would be able to form up all that. Okay, the next category of the image is inverted and upright, right? Real and virtual में कोई confusion तो नहीं है. The second one is upright and inverted. Upright is that which is of yani on the same side of principal axis. Same side of principal axis. Yani where the object is principal axis. ऑब्जेक्ट और इमेज दोनों अगर प्रिंसिपल एक्सिस की एक ही साइड पे होंगे, वट एवर दैट इज योर अपराइट इमेज. ठीक है? बोथ कैन बी बिलो, both can be above, but both would be on the same side. This is object, this is image, this is object, this is image, whatever that is, but they would be on the same side. So upright. Inverted is something different. Inverted is upside down. Invert को आप क्या कहते हो? Upside down. So when they are on the opposite side of image, yani object is here and its image is here, and if you have shifted the object downward, image इसका किधर को shift हो जाए? Upward. So they are inverted ones. Remember this thing. In your converging lens, converging, okay, एक और चीज बता देता हूँ. diminished are smaller is very easy when height of the object is greater than height of the image, or vice versa. Height of the image gets smaller than height of the object, that is smaller image or diminished image. And then if you say that magnified is, I'm receiving a lot of messages for the class. So magnified image is basically when height of the image gets greater than height of the object. जैसे कि आप मैग्नीफाइंग लेंस में करते हो, simply speaking. Okay, so these points should be taken in account when you are going to uh, study the lenses. अब मैं एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज आपके साथ शेयर करने जा रहा हूँ, एंड इट इज रियली इंपॉर्टेंट, यानी आई एम नॉट जस्ट किडिंग, इट इज रियली इंपॉर्टेंट. दैट इज इन कन्वर्जिंग लेंस. कन्वर्जिंग लेंस में इमेज की दो ही प्रॉपर्टीज होती हैं, आई मीन दो सेट्स होते हैं इन कन्वर्जिंग लेंस. इज आर यू गेटिंग बेटा?
Yes, sir.
कन्वर्जिंग लेंस में इमेज अगर रियल होगी तो वो इन्वर्टेड होगी. हो ही नहीं सकता इसके अलावा कोई अपोजिट हो जाए. और अगर इमेज आपका वर्चुअल होगा तो वो अपराइट होगा. दैट इज मतलब कंफर्म दीज टू आर कंफर्म थिंग्स, दैट इफ इमेज विल बी, ये इफ से चल रहा है, इफ इमेज विल बी रियल देन इट विल बी inverted, and if image would be upright, sorry, virtual, it would be upright. ठीक है. इसके साथ एक कंपल्सरी चीज है मैग्नीफाइड, यानी these three are mandatory parts here. Either magnified or smaller, ये तीनों चीजें हो सकती. either magnified or equal in size or smaller, ये तीन चीजें हो सकती हैं. वो मैं आपको अलग अलग पॉइंट्स पे समझाऊंगा. यानी रियल इन्वर्टेड का सेट तो कंप्लीट है, इट वुड बी देयर बाय ऑल मींस 100%, बट मैग्निफिकेशन, इक्विवेलेंसी एंड स्मॉलर, it depends upon the positions. But image, when it would be virtual, it will be upright and it will be magnified 110%. 110%, just writing 100%, but 110%. ठीक है जी. Is this all clear to everyone? Now I
Yes.
would request you, it's not a compulsion, although it is my responsibility to make you clear all that, but I will request you that if you please go through those lens image formation, and with the help of that, if you just go through these questions like, um, if the object is here and the line is reaching to the lens, it would become parallel, na? So it would be at A. If the light ray is passing through this, passing through principal focus, it would become parallel. So it right option will be B. If light rays are incident on this lens in this way, middle one would not converge. I mean not bend. It will converge here. Yeah, you can draw it anywhere. This would be converged here. So this would be basically the image formation. I mean this one C. These are, mean now your questions are just, halwa. Yeah, very easy matlab. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. For example, object is here, draw it and enjoy the question, right? Almost C is the correct one because you see the formation. That's it. मतलब जिंदगी आसान हो जाएगी तुम लोगों की if you will be able to handle this, or if you are able to manage my information what I have delivered to you. Clear है? See you next inshallah.
See you, sir.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz, sir. Have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you. You have to as well. Everyone
Thank
left
you,
me.
sir.
No.
No, there are students.
Okay, good.